Yeah, good evening to all. On behalf of ANMI and NSE, I'm extending my warm welcome to every one of you for today's 78th Knowledge Series webinar. That too on an interesting topic, Application Processing Interface API for weekly submission of holding statement, cash and cash equivalents, balances and bank balances. Actually, ANMI is very vigorously preparing this type of webinars for the purpose of updation of knowledge to all its members. Today we are having with us the NSE team, Mr. Sai Kiran, he's from inspection team, Mr. Sanu Thomas from NSE Technology team, Ms. Ashwini from NSE Technology team. Before giving the platform to them, I would like to say a few things about this. All of you know that whenever there is a problem, naturally the regulator will try to control that problem or mitigate that problem or try to avoid that problem. So in that manner only, we have been asked to upload all these holding statements, cash equivalents, as well as bank balances initially when some mishap happened because of somebody. So the issue is here is that we are actually, all exchanges are our business partners. There's no doubt about it. But at the same time, exchanges are also regulators. We should keep that in mind. Above all, we are having SEBI also, one more super regulator, who controls not only the exchanges, but also the interests of the investors. So from this perception, definitely, whenever they would like to have some procedures or things which we have to follow, that emanates from the fact that something happened badly. That's why they are putting in place some mechanism of reporting. Earlier, these reports were done from extracting from our database and uploading to the exchange platform. So it goes to the exchange on weekly basis. The issue is that whether data integrity is there is the biggest question. Because the format which I am taking is an Excel format, then I am uploading it. There is a possibility of even misrepresenting the facts and figures so that the exchange may not be knowing it, whether it comes from exactly from the database of the broker. So in order to mitigate this only, or in order to avoid such things only, in 2019 August, actually, this API, that is application processing interface for uploading the holding statement, first introduced, and then it was put in place as a trial. But 31st October 2019, some modifications have been brought in as per the request of the vendors of software, because a lot of hiccups were there. Then December 2019 mock facility was introduced, but unfortunately, we know all of us know that COVID intervened, so it was deferred, and once again came back to the picture on 31st January to implement it from 10th March. Once again, from 10th March, on the request of our community as well as ANMI and other vendors, it was postponed to 16th April. Now again, by 6th April circular, it was postponed to June. Please, my dear friends, this postponement is done because of only one simple reason, that we are yet to have that readiness to adopt the system. That's why today ANMI arranged this particular webinar to give you enough input how to make use of this API for effective uploading of all the data required by the exchanges, so that without any problem. So hassle-free uploading can be done by this. That's why today we are all here to listen to this NSE team, who are going to give you what's called minute by minute the details of the exact execution of this particular application, which will be very useful to all of you. So please listen to that. And at the end of the session or during the course, if you have any questions, you can post it on the chat box, so that we are ready here, sent to the NSE team, or they will also receive it, so that they will reply to your whatever questions you raise or queries. And be frank, and even you ask a silly question, doesn't mean that it's a silly question. There will be a point in it, so you can ask that, so that the whole idea is that at the end of the session, the takeaway must be, you must be very clear in application of this particular platform. So with this, I'm leaving the floor to Mr. Sai Kiran, who will take over, sir. Thank you. Mr. Sai Kiran.
Thank you, Mr. Suresh, for the preamble. It was crystal clear onto the circular references and the dates and timelines. Thank you for that. Good evening, everyone. In order to get the data by members seamlessly, Exchange has introduced API, application program interface based platform, for weekly submission of holding statements, cash and cash equivalents, and bank balances. This would eliminate human intervention in submission of data. Currently, what we are having is like, we are trading members are submitting data only in the Excel format, which is manually made or reconciled by the trading member in multiple batch files. When we are going to this API based specification and submission to the exchange, there will be only one file which will be directly sent to the exchange under encrypted format. We have published the API specification in the first circular which we have issued in Jan 31st, 2022, and also in the latest circular which we have issued on 6th of April 2022. In that, we have categorically specified the specification document, how the push strategy of this API will work, and our team will categorically explain you how this process go on in the next 30 minutes. And if you have any kind of doubts in between, any point which you need some clarification, you can definitely give it in the chat box. We will definitely there to address your queries. This functionality of API for weekly submissions will be mandatorily applicable from the week ended June 4, 2022 and thereafter. And this submission will be live in the sense for week ended June 4, 2022, the due date of which will be June 9th, 2022. And please be sure that when we go live, there will not be any parallel reporting on portal and API. It will be only API which will be available, only mode which will be available for submission of the weekly holdings statements, cash and cash equivalents, and bank balances. For that, I want you, all the trading members, to use this mock facility provided by the exchanges till May 28, 2022, and please make sure that your system is ready to the requirement of submission of your weekly submissions on an API mode only. I would request my team member, Mr. Sanu, to take over and give the details on to that. I'll be there for any of your queries to address onto the session. Sanu,
thank you. Thank you so much, Sai sir. Good evening, everyone. This is Sanu here from NSE. So basically, we'll be just explaining you on the APIs. Also, the brief has been already provided by Sai sir, like what is the thing, what is API as a brief of it, and what are the files that you need are regularly being uploaded as submissions, and in future also what is the that will remain the same, but how it has to be done through an API. So there are certain questions, basic questions that has been received and were like, what is API? So just to give you a brief, like for, I mean, I'm sure like you must have your own IT team and your vendors for developing this application for API for the submissions. But just to give you a brief and on a layman's term, like what is an API? Let me just present something just to give you a brief. I hope you are able to see my screen. So basically, what is an API? An API is a short form or acronym for Application Programming Interface. Okay, there is a set of rules and mechanism by which one application interacts with another application. So here also there will be an application that will be built on the member side. Similarly, there will be application that will build on the exchange side. So this API which we are developing, which will be used for uploading these files or submission of these files. So, just to give you a short, like, you know, there's an application that has to be built on your side to push the files to exchange. So there are many questions that has come up with what we have to do, what is the starting point, where we have to start with. So the start is that you need to provide, or you need to build a system on your side to push the files. So earlier, now also you are pushing the files through a portal, the member portal, wherein you create the files and then you upload these files, all the 3 files you upload. Similarly, in the case of API, you need to push these files through API. So the process almost will remain the same, but there will not be any manual process which is happening now. It will be all automated. So the program that you will build on your side will create this file, upload, push, call this API, which will push the files to the exchange side. So basically, this is what is going to happen. So to give you a like what is an API and how it will work, it is just like you go to a restaurant to ask. So in a restaurant you have a table wherein you will sit, and there is a kitchen where all the preparations are all the foods are being prepared. But you don't directly go to the kitchen and give the order, right? You sit in your table, and then whom do you talk to? You talk to it, or you talk to a waiter. Waiter will take your request and bring it to the kitchen and place your order. And in the kitchen, what it will do? They will prepare all the food that you have ordered and give it back to the waiter. The waiter will bring that whatever you have asked for to the table. So the communication which happens is with the waiter, and you don't directly interact with the kitchen. So that's how is the same thing that API also does. API interacts between the two programs, the program that you build on your side and the program which will exchange will have. So the program which you make to prepare those files, and after that you will call the program of or the API to push this data to the exchange side. So there is no interface as such, or you will not see any UI. So UI, if you will see at the program side or the program that we written at the member side, and which you will use it to schedule or I mean, it will depend on what the vendor and other your IT team, how you are making, or you are interfacing with your internal portal, or that depends. It depends from member to member how they'll implement the calling of this API. So otherwise, at a high level, this is what the API is and how it has to be called. So basically, we have already provided a help document earlier along with the circular, in which all the details has been given. So probably you already have that. And I will request Ashwini to take it further from here to give you the brief, like how. So basically, before you using the API, there is a registration part that you need to do. So all the members have to register for this API. Before you using the API, you have to register yourself in the API on the member portal. So we'll give you a brief like explanation, like how it has to be done. So I will request Ashwini to take it up from here. Ashwini?
Yes, sir. Hi everyone. I'll just share my screen. Just a minute. Okay. My screen is visible, right? And then
Yes.
we have created two documents, as Sanu sir said. First one is the annexure A and the second one is the annexure B. Okay. In the annexure A, it is more like a API specification. All the API specification is in annexure A, and annexure B, it's the head document, means how you can register yourself, how you are going to call the APIs. All those things are present in annexure B. Okay. I'll start one by one, starting with registration for API. Okay, this is the URL where this is for UAT URL. Okay, this is UAT URL, and first you'll copy this URL and you'll go to this URL. Just a moment.
Now remove that backslash in.
Just a minute.
Any help required, Ashwini?
Yes, just a minute. Just a minute.
There seems to be some network connection problem with her. She'll be connecting back.
So meanwhile, Ashwini joins back. So let me just give you brief, like, there's an UAT environment that is already available, and wherein all these APIs has been exposed. Like, so you can use this UAT environment to do your testing from your side before we move it into production. So each of the member has to conduct the UAT once the development is done on their side. After that, you can use this UAT link, whatever is provided there, to connect to the UAT and do the testing on their side. And the details of that is already provided in the help document, which has already been shared as part of the circular.
Ashwini, any help is required?
Sir, I'm talking with the technical team. Just a minute.
Okay, okay, no issues.
Hello, sorry, sir. I'll just start with the document we have prepared for it. Just a minute, I'll again share my screen. We have already given the screenshot of all the steps in this help document. Okay. First, when you click on this link, you'll get this page. It is visible, right? You'll get this page and hello.
Yeah, you can go ahead, madam. Be able to hear.
Okay. 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 And once you go to this page, you'll get this user login page where you need to log in using user ID, member code, and password, and the captcha given here, given over here. Okay, the user ID will be API user and your member code. The member code will be your 5-digit member code, and the password for the time being is for the first time it is abcd@1234. Once you log in, um, if it is your first time login, then it will ask for the relogin with the new password. Again, need to change your password. It's for the member portal URL. Okay. There are two type of login you need to do for the first time. First is for the member portal, and the second is for the API. For this step is for the member portal login. Once you log in successfully, you'll get this page. Is it visible, right? Or just a minute.
Yeah, visible. You can make it full page, a little bit enlarge it. You can increase the size.
Yes. I have already increased the size. Just a minute.
No, in the sidebar, at the bottom, you can see the size, 100%. You slightly increase that. Don't go big, not that much. Still you can. Okay. Now it is okay.
Okay. And after successful login, on the left side or the corner, click on the inspection. This is the inspection tab you will see. Okay. Once you click on the inspection tab, you will get this page. This home.jsp page. Okay. Here in the API section, you need to click on register API. After clicking on register API, you get just a minute. You'll get this page where you need to, for the registration purpose, you need to start with login ID, member PAN, member email ID, mobile number, password, and confirm password. And after clicking on the declaration, you will register yourself. And after the successful registration, you will get the email consisting of your password and one secret key. This is more like the secret key is used to encrypt that password. This is more like a technical stuff. We'll skip for it right now. Okay.
No, the same password what you logged in will be here or the different password?
Sorry?
The password which I used to log in first, same password or some other password?
This is for registration. You can put any password over here.
Okay. I mean new password and confirm the password.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. The new password, you need to confirm that password and that
Okay,
will register
right.
yourself. And the password and the secret key will be given on your mail ID.
Very good.
That secret key will be used to encrypt that password because the API login, you need to have the encrypted password. Okay. And if you want to change your email ID, mobile number, if you want to change your just a minute. If you want to change, then you click on the profile button. You can reset your password using this reset password button. Or you can also change your email ID, mobile number by using edit profile button. All the screenshots are given in help document, the annexure B. And the note is secret key will change on every password reset. Suppose you have put the password ABCD for the first registration, then you will get that secret key for that password only. Okay, and if you reset the password, you'll get the another secret key, and with the help of the new secret key, you need to encrypt that password. And for that encryption purpose, we have already given the code in Java and .NET. Okay, there are total 5 APIs. This is the part B, means how to consume the APIs. Okay, there are 5 APIs total. First is to log in with the help of registration. Once you register yourself, then with the help of the credential, the registration credential, you'll need to log in yourself. Okay, once you log in, you'll get the token, and with the help of that token only, you can call holding upload, cash and cash equivalent upload, and EOD bank balance upload, and also log out also.
Token is valid for how many minutes?
It is for 30 minutes, sir.
30 minutes. Okay.
Yes, it is for 30 minutes.
Good.
Once you, okay, I'll just a minute. Okay, done. I'll show how to consume the APIs using the Postman. We are using Postman tool, but when the brokers will call this API, it will be automatic process. Here we are using the Postman tool. Okay, to call those APIs. First, as I said, first you need to log in yourself. Okay, and for that login, I have used this JSON file where you call the API. This send is used to call the API. I'll just say send. This will be my response for that request. I'll save that request. And once I save that request, I'll just need to fetch that token from this file. This will seems a manual process for right now, but you need to automate it by calling that API from a program. Okay, I'll get that token, and I need to call other APIs.
So this is from your end, what you are showing.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Here I have already uploaded that file. Again, I'll upload that. I'll show you how to upload that file in here. Okay. I'll upload that cash and cash. I'm showing right now the cash and cash equivalence API. Okay. I'll just say send. Send means calling that API. This will be my fail file because I have already uploaded that file. This is fail.txt. Fail.txt means it is failed file. Okay, I'll just change some data and again call that file for the successful one.
No, this file you are sending, I have to extract from my system that file, or automatically the API extracts that file?
Sorry, extract means the file I'm sending right now.
So there will be a program. So let me answer this. So there will be a program that you need to create at your side. That program will extract the data from your database and create the file.
Okay. So that file you will be pulling it from there. Okay.
Your program at the member side, the program that you'll be creating at the member side, that will pull the data from your database and create that file and then push the data.
So that file is not subjected to any modification or anything, correct?
No. So that's correct.
Okay. So that means my vendor also should provide me the API.
To answer that categorically, these codings, whatever is being shown by my team member, these codings will be done in the back office system. Whenever there is an weekly submission has to be done, they will be giving a click link. From that link, they will be selecting the file. Through API, the files are generated. Through a push technology, files will be transferred to the exchange. This is all the setup which has to be done in the back office, which the back office vendor will do, which we have categorically informed to them also. This, for the information of the member, this additional information is being given by the team.
Okay. So it is the duty of the back office vendor to provide an API platform for the broker.
Yeah, JSON coding system setup, how to write the coding, everything will be done by the vendor. Only registration part, the trading member has to do.
Okay.
Okay. I'll call this API again. This is my success file. Okay, this is success.csv file. Here you'll get all the records you have sent in the request. In the CSV format, or whatever the records you have sent, you'll get, and you'll get the remarks column which says okay, okay, okay. If there is some validation error, you will get the validation error over here in the remarks column. And then, okay, I'll show you the suppose suppose you have got the successful message, but there is some error. Means it is by your side. Means you have sent the proper you have sent the request which is successful, but there are some a mistake from your side, and you need to delete and again again upload that file. Then what you need to do is go to that member portal. Just a minute, I'll show you the screenshot of it. This is the screenshot. In the inspection tab, we need to click on inspection tab, and in inspection tab there is a module called statement upload. In statement upload, suppose you have uploaded the wrong holding statement file, then go to view submission, and after view submission you'll get this list of files you have sent. Okay, in that clicking on this file, you can also download that file, and clicking on delete button you can delete that file. Once you delete that file, you can re-upload that file. Okay.
So once I delete, I have to once again recreate that file. Am I correct?
If you want to recreate, then recreate. But there is same file over here, right? First download that file and then delete it. If you want the same file, first download that file, change whatever you want to change in that file, and again upload. First delete and then upload it. It will be
that means you are allowing human intervention, you know. See, the whole idea of API is to prevent the human intervention, correct?
sorry.
Minimal
So
intervention will be there, sir, with respect to pushing the data.
Okay.
If you have uploaded the wrong file, but it is successful, then only you are going to delete that file, right? If it is if all the records are correct and it is successful, then you are not going to delete that file and upload it again.
Okay.
Okay, this side, I guess. Here you will get the message saying that you have already successfully deleted that file. This the another, it's AES code for encryption decryption. Okay, sir, thank you. This is from my side. I'll check if our portal is up, and I'll show you all those things on portal. But till then,
We can take the questions.
Yeah, can I read, sir?
Yeah.
In case of any issue in API, will manual allowed on mail or upload? Any exception system?
In the sense, in any exceptions, in the sense, upload has to be done only via API. There will not be any manual upload or manual submissions.
That means mail is not allowed, correct?
Mail is not allowed.
They have to delete that and upload the fresh file, correct?
Yes. Before deadlines.
Second is, okay. If file upload system would work simultaneously for a few weeks?
No. In the starting discussion only, I have informed that there will not be any parallel system which will be running. There will be only one system which will be made applicable mandatorily. That submission has to be done only by API.
So from that June onwards, there won't be any parallel system.
June 9th, we have to go live only with API.
Okay. For trading, limit should be set segment-wise or combined?
I think limits related question is not in the context of API.
Because you are holding, I mean, you are going to upload only holding statement, cash
This
and
is
cash equivalents, cash
yes,
balance.
yes.
Correct?
The question relates to segregation of client level.
Yeah, that is a different topic altogether. Okay.
Yes.
Allocation uploaded before market starts as per client's actual available fund or pledged securities, and
This
then
is
done only EOD.
this
This
question
also.
is also related to segregation.
Okay. What is API? How will the process be implemented? Can we modify the data later if we found anything not in order in the system?
This was categorically addressed. API is application programming interface. You can modify the file which you have submitted to the exchange before deadlines by deleting the file and re-uploading via the push technology. You can resubmit the data to the exchange.
That means suppose something is wrong in my data. First, I have
Yes.
to rectify my data. Then I have to create the fresh file and delete the old and upload the fresh file. Correct?
Yes.
That's what you are suggesting. Okay. How to upload the reports through API? I think she demonstrated.
That was addressed.
I think she already demonstrated that. How API will work while reporting? Will trading member API configure with the exchange portal?
Yes, it has to be configured with exchange portal, member portal in it. They have to create the login IDs, and by creation of login ID, they will be given a specific link by which they will be connecting with their back office, and with that the push technology, they can submit the data on a weekly basis.
How to address challenges in providing input values, which is very difficult as GUI is not available in this case.
Currently, our technical team is supporting the trading members who are doing the mock testing. They can connect us. We have in the circular, we have categorically specified the respective group mail ID, or they can directly contact us. The contact details are also provided in that particular circular. They can contact, and they can we can address the teething issues which they have been facing into this.
That means mock facilities are even now live, available?
Yes. From 31st Jan, mock is live.
Okay, right.
From 31st Jan, mock is live. Till May 28th, it will be live.
Okay. How many members you use that mock, or any idea about that?
No, in this sense, I cannot specify the member count categorically, but end of the day, the vendors who are categorically involved in this, they have done their first level of testing, and they are through with the API testing.
Okay. Application processing interface.
Categorically, they need to coordinate with their vendors for implementation of API at their end, so that they also verify at their end how exactly the API is working for them. Because 100% reconciliation of data has to be done before API integration is done, and things need to be directly sent to the exchange only via API.
Rather, a suggestion to the members is that they have to do both the as per old procedure they have to upload, and they can also make use of this mock facility to ensure that both are same. That's parallel run they can do till June, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Application processing interface, submission of cash and cash weekly balance with holdings weekly balance. That is what I think we have talked about. I think the question is only about that. No problem. On UAT unable to download failure success file. I'm not able to understand this. On
yeah, I will answer that question. There is a specific time during which they can delete or download that file. Download can happen, but delete they can there is a specific period. So if you are uploading the file, uploading the file of the previous week, until that week's Thursday, they can upload the file. They will be the delete option will be available to them, and after that, the delete option will not be available. So there's a specific period when it will be available.
Whether manual upload will be discontinued. How could we verify the data uploaded in the portal? Already you mentioned that once we go live,
they'll get the success file. They can verify the data. Okay. Once they upload into the API, they'll get the success file, so they can verify the data what they have submitted to the exchange.
No, in other words, so how to verify the data before sending? See, what you are saying is once successful, then they will get the data, then I can verify. Right. So suppose I want to verify before sending, is it not? It is not possible.
Before sending, Sanu, can you check that?
Sorry, what was the question?
No, before
Before-
sending, uploading, I want to verify the data. Is it possible to check and upload?
So
Rather
before,
extract the file.
so that will be that will be done on your side, on the member side. So the program that will be creating at the member side, at that time you should be able to do that.
Okay. How to generate JSON file? What is the process to upload? We tried, but it is so much difficult to do. Extend this for 3 months. Somebody put it.
So that should be, we have already provided the training to the vendor group, how it has to be done. All the detailing has been provided to them. They should be able to take up and there are
added to what almost the Sonu said. Categorically, the specification document has already been provided. If they want any kind of help, they can directly contact our technology team or the inspection team. Will definitely help them in whatever teething problems they are having.
In other words, the members, rather brokers, need not do any program. Am I correct?
Yes,
The
yes.
vendors
It
have
is a
to do
vendor.
the
It's a vendor
programming.
side. If and only if that member is an in-house, if you're having in-house,
Exactly.
then only they will be having this issue. If they can contact us, they will definitely help them in getting the things done.
Okay, sir. Okay. Please give us technical help on API. Need sample code. Somebody asked.
Need sample?
Code.
That is
How
there
to
in the
create.
specification document.
I think already mentioned the field, everything.
It is there in the specification document.
I think by and large, what I understood from your presentation is that first, as a member, I have to get into the site. Then I have
Yes.
to go to the registration of my API. Once
Right.
the registration is confirmed, everything, then I am ready for uploading the things, correct? Then
Right.
I have to go to the uploading area to upload the various requirements of holding, cash equivalents, bank balances, etc. Everything is successful, then a confirmation message will come from your side. Then
Right.
that means it is over. If it is not, then there is an error message will be there. Then I have to rectify that and send back the file, correct?
Right.
This is what I understood as a layman, okay, not as a technical person.
Perfect.
Any other questions? Any other questions, sir, from members? Chat box. If partial, Mr. Tangaraj asked, if partial data is successfully submitted and few are unsuccessful, I don't know what is the
No,
question.
in the success file which you will be getting, it's a failure file which you'll get with the reason for individual instance. So
Okay.
if it is a partial success or partial failure, you will be able to understand what exactly when you look at the response file received from the exchange.
And Mr.
but there
Ghosh
will be
asked
no
in case of
partial, and there will be no partial upload. You have to resend the file again.
Total file has to be uploaded back to the exchange.
Okay, Mr. Ghosh asked, in case of uploading revised file, do we need to resubmit it through a API? Yes, I think you have to resubmit only, correct? Yes. Mr. Tangaraj again, how unsuccessful data to be submitted via API?
It has to be rectified and we have to resubmit it to the exchange.
There's no question of uploading the unsuccessful data. Only successful data only can be uploaded, correct?
Yes, yes.
Satyanarayan Iyer, please ensure that mock is there till May 31st. What is your take on that, sir?
May 28th mock will be there, sir. For making the system live, for the readiness, we need minimum that much of time to convert the data from mock UAT to this thing. So we will be able to provide mock till 28th of May. We'll check the feasibility based on the availability of things categorically. And added to that, in the sense with respect to the previous point, I just wanted to add one more point. If until unless you are not getting success file from the exchange, it means you have not submitted the data to the exchange for that week. And if submission is not done, then it will be considered as a non-submission by the trading member and respective penalties will be applicable. Please note that.
Okay, now my question is, in order to avoid the penalty, what kind of proof a member should keep with him?
They'll be having the response file. They'll be having the response file, which we'll be having with them with a success in it, and the each and every instance will have a OK in it.
Oh, no, I have to preserve those files.
They have
I have
to
to preserve those files.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Then I think another question I will tell you. Arjun Godke asked, is it necessary to rework all data because of a single problem in a specific transaction, Or
You
is
have
there a
to-
way to handle only a specific transaction and repair it?
No, with respect to that particular transaction, we will be specifying what exactly or where exactly that instance has a problem. That only for that particular row, the response will be provided. You have to act upon on that particular row and you have to resubmit it to the exchange.
Okay.
But total file has to be uploaded back to the exchange.
Okay. Okay. Next is contact persons for any help. They would like to have their numbers, everything. So you can.
Yeah, categorically we have specified it on the circular. You can contact over the mail. Once you contact, the consent team will contact you over the phone.
Another interesting question: have anyone vendor we have tested API integration successfully?
Yes.
It is done. Good. Okay. TBS product API response for cash and cash equivalent bank uploads gives different response rather than as mentioned in circular. Response in case of failure. TBS product.
No, sorry, didn't get your question.
API response for cash and cash equivalent and bank upload gives different response rather than as mentioned in circular. This was
no.
So they can send their
That's a specific question. They can send the details to us. We will work out separately.
Yes.
And another, Mr. Anand asked, can we have technical team direct contact for any technical query while implementation? I think
Yes, definitely. And this is the one who is having in-house systems. Once they give us an email, we will give the direct contact details. The respective RM will be allocated to them, and they will be coordinating with the concerned person for development of their in-house systems.
No, not only in-house, even anybody other than in-house also has any problem.
Other than in-house, it will be directly that the vendor who will be doing it. We are directly in contact with the vendors. All vendors were in contact. If anyone is wanting to have any specific understanding, they can definitely contact us. We will be addressing their queries.
Data which requires, Mr. Kotari asked, data which requires correction is only required to be uploaded again, or overall data will be required?
Overall data with corrected files, all corrected files.
Okay. Mr. Mehul Doshi, timeline for receiving a response file.
Once you upload the file, within a few seconds, you'll be getting the details.
Okay. Mr. Mohan, UAT member portal interface options missing like as register API.
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
No, the question is UAT member portal interface options missing like as register API.
No, it's there, sir.
I don't know.
That should be there. If there is any specific criteria, then they can connect to us.
Okay. Mr. Satyanarayan here, let us have a chat for resolving our queries.
We are attending to the queries. There is a specific email ID that has been shared for providing the support. So you can put a mail on that and we are responding to all the mails.
Okay. So what kind of problems you will visualize, sir, while implementing this? From your side, rather from broker side, what kind of problems you may visualize that may lead to problem in uploading error, this, that, What kind of errors you will visualize? How to prevent that? If you give small, examples or something like that, it will be useful.
So most of the queries that we have received is with respect to technical queries. So technical queries had been discussing with us, and the solution has been provided to them. It's mostly technical and errors that has been done from their side to call the API. It's mostly like help that is required, or any technical help that is required. It's that type of query.
Added to that, with respect to the data which they are submitting to the exchange, it has to be 100% reconciled on the back office itself. When they are submitting it to the exchange, it has to be reconciled before they are submitting data to the exchange. That they have to.
Question, okay. My question is, what kind of level of difficulty member will have? Because the program is done by the vendor for API, etc. Whether there will be difficulty from a member who is not having in-house, but is depending upon back office vendor.
No, in the starting of the discussion, I have categorically specified it's a seamless submissions for the trading members. This is
Okay.
going to be an easy process for them to submit weekly submissions. As of now, what they are doing, like they are supposed to download files from the back office. It takes time, and from there they need to go to the website. From there they need to upload multiple batch files. If they are having more than 10 lakh rows for a particular day, then it's a time consuming and then tedious task for them. As of now, what the current process is, with this API integration, they will be doing this for single cash and cash icon submission. There will be a single click with which they will be submitting data directly to the exchange. This will be a seamless thing which the members will have. As of now, their starting phase, they will be having some teething problems. Going forward, it will be a very good system development which will be having to them.
This purely ensures the integrity of data. Am I correct?
Yes, yes.
From my, okay. Next one question again from Mr. Mehul. What if a response file not received? What to understand? Rather, what to understood? If not received the response file.
Response file will definitely come if there is if there is no response, because this is an JSON based submissions. Definitely, if when you are submitting data to the exchange, when your push technology goes in, there will be an success or failure. Automatically system will verify and push the data back to the member. If they are categorically facing such issue, definitely they can connect to our NSE inspection team. They'll definitely help them out with respect to their submission status.
And one member expressed some displeasure that mail was sent on, reply not received, subject weekly submissions through API error email 6th February, April as well as 19th April. Now they have resent the mail again now for quick reference. Please try to help me.
We'll get this address. Thanks.
Yeah, please. And Mr. Ankit Jain, 1 week, 1 HS file or multiple date-wise file can be uploaded.
There is no change in submissions. As of now, what you are doing will be the same thing. All days, weekly files.
Okay.
All days, weekly file, one file.
One file. Okay. I think we have answered all questions. Any other questions emanating from members? So ultimately, you want to ensure that there's no manual intervention, then seamless uploading. Am I correct?
Yes.
Then, of course, through these mechanisms, the integrity of data is ensured. Yes. And storage-wise, how it will be for a member, for you also, space-wise, all these files.
In the sense, for us, definitely, as they are submitting today, also they are submitting, we are having that storage with us. And what member is submitting today with respect to the Excel files, that will be the same thing which they will be having as of now. So it will not make any much difference to them also.
No. My question is whether it helps to reduce the space or it increases the space. This format.
No, it will not make much difference with respect to.
No difference between the past and present. Okay.
Yes.
And Mr. Gautam Patra, the JSON structure shown in the document and example JSON differs. What to do?
You can contact our technical team. They'll give you an understanding what exactly you are missing onto that. We can address that things.
Mr. Arjun Goga asked, is a file set limited in any way, such as size or data count?
No, there is no such limitations.
There's no limitations. Okay. Because which is also very important. Yes. Otherwise, it will be thrown out. If you have any limitations on file size as well as data, then
they can directly send it. They can directly send it to the exchange with whatever size.
No, is there any possibility of rejection because of file size or data count? That's what's question. No, there's no limit as of now. Okay.
There's no limit.
So there is there is a limitation of around 200 MB, and we have tested around whatever files that you are testing right now. That much file you can anyway test. We have tested in UAT for around 85 lakhs of record. So you can upload that file. There should not be an issue.
Okay. I think we answered all the queries. Still anything? Yes. Some question has come. How response is sent from exchange? Mr. Satyanarayan Nair is asking. How
That is a
response is?
that is a system-driven response, which will be checking on to the validations what we have as of now. So it will be the same thing, and the API technology will take care of the responses which are being done to the member.
Okay. Well, during this mock facility, what kind of mistakes or errors have come from members uploading?
No,
Any
mostly
example?
categorically what they're having is like it was purely onto the technical side when they are developing their end JSON. They were having some issues with respect to the understanding part. So we categorically were dealing only with the vendors, and vendors were placing these applications with the trading members, and trading members who have logged in through those vendors who have done their round of testing, they had only the login registration times में दो password का registration का वो वापस rebuilding on the passwords, those kind of issues were addressed, but rather than that we didn't find any much of issues at the trading member level. However, that's the reason why, in the sense, we want the trading members to have much more of participation with respect to the quantum and the size which they are having onto those. As they are submitting data to the exchange on a weekend basis, if they are doing the mock with the live data onto the UAT environment, they will be able to identify what kind of difficulties the member will have. If they can take it up to the exchange, then we can plug in those things if there are any.
Okay. And Mr. Mohan again put a question. This is to bring to your kind information. We are unable to modify profile in UAT member portal, because in the presentation, Madam said that you can modify profile, but it's not allowing them to modify the profile in UAT member portal. That's the response from Mr. Mohan.
Mr. Mohan, will you please send us the mail? Categorically, our technical team will connect with you and will address that query category, how to modify the profile.
In other words, I would like to ask that whether all vendors have confirmed that they have put in place this.
Right. All vendors are not confirmed. The vendors who have done the round of testing, it's not 100% members who have confirmed with us.
No, why I am asking this, now you have fixed the deadline of 9th June, we have to go for live, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So in order to go to live from 9th June, then there is a responsibility on the vendor also to give the facility to the broker. Then only we can implement. Even I can do mock, then I can implement. So why can't you have, are you having internally any deadline with vendor first? See,
yes,
you have
yes,
put the deadline for me now.
we have checked with the vendors. We have checked with the vendors. It is not more than 4 to 5 days to 100% check the functionality going live, and they can make this particular application available with the trading member level with no time, because this will be a one-day activity at the trading member level for setting up the things with respect to the patch update at the trading member level. Once it is done, then things can go live. It's only the trading member. It's only the
that is
trading
true,
member.
sir. I mean, what you are saying is the time required is not that much and it's not difficult. But my question is that whether, are you having internally any deadline for the vendor, I'm asking. Unless they are ready, we can't.
It is a voluntary discussion with the vendor, because they will not be binded by us on any front. It's the only trading member who can pull
So
vendor
to
It's
so
a voluntary discussions which we had with the vendors categorically. So the vendors who were coming forward and getting tested, we coordinated and we get the things done with them.
Okay. Another Mr. Anand once again asked, no size limit means we can send the entire file in one hit.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. Mr. Ganesh, we have not got the secret key since registration 15 days passed. Mr. Ganesh, AK Ganesh asked.
They can regenerate the secret key. Definitely it will come, in the sense might be it went into spam, or they can check out those things.
Please check, sir, your mails. And still you have problem, please contact the technical team. I think
we don't have any questions.
I think we answered almost all questions. If possible, one demo of, practical demo would have helped. I think Madam was not able to go through that process, I think.
Yeah, she was working from home actually.
Yeah, she wanted to do that, but unfortunately, technical issues. So that's why she shown the screenshots of the whole process.
Right.
I
The
think members
screenshots
also,
are already available in the circular categorically.
Yeah, it is there. It is there.
Mm-hmm.
Only members should go through that for understanding it in a better
we can
way.
have another round of meeting where we can show the actual demo of it.
That's what I wanted to insist. Sir.
Yes, we'll definitely have
that. Will help them to understand practically,
yes.
Once how to enter the members, portal, then member portal to registration portal, then from registration to uploading extracting the file, uploading from member side, then what you are doing from your side, so that everything will be very clear to the members. I understood.
Right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yes, sir. I think Mr. Rao, are you there? Shall we close the session or? I think it's a very interesting and good session. Thanks for our NSE team for making these looks very simple and not that much complicating things as far as what you have said. But still, members have raised many technical issues. I hope the NSE will try to resolve and at the earliest, and see that all members are ready with implementation from 9th June 2022. As you said, next one session we will have with a practical demo, and that will also ease our members' worries or thinkings on this implementation. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for spending your valuable time.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.